Hi and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to cook beef stew or meat stew. For our very first ingredient we'll need meat, and this is the vein part of a cow. So we are going to wash our meat and set aside. The very second ingredient we'll need is some oil. We'll equally need some tomato paste, and I'll be using the tin tomato itself. Now, not forgetting our stew base, which is some fresh washed and sliced tomatoes. We are going to set this aside. Now we equally need some green pepper. This is very much optional. If you want to add the quantity you can. If you want to reduce, that's okay. We'll need some white pepper. There's no stew base without white pepper as a Cameroonian. If you do not have it, then you don't need to add it. We equally need some ginger, garlic, some carrots and some onions. I always emphasize that carrots are very much optional, but they do add some good taste to stew. Proceed to add your carrots, your onions, your ginger and garlic to your tomatoes. If you have a strong blender, you can grind this at home. However, we'll be going to a grinding mill. Now we equally need some spring onions, we'll need some more onions, we'll need some green spices, and we'll need some more carrots. We are going to proceed to add this to our stew base, and we are going to add in very little water and proceed to take it to a grinding mill to grind it. Before I forget, we'll need to add in our white pepper. If you have the powder form, then that's very much okay. If you can grind this at home, that is okay. So we are going to add in pepper. You can add in whichever number you want to, but I equally like to say that if you do not enjoy adding green spices to your stew, then you can actually not add it. You can go in with more tomatoes, or you can proceed to grind your green spices separate from your tomatoes if you are skeptical about your stew turning green. After grinding it, this is what we have. Now into a pot, we are going to add in our meat to some water. If you do not want so much water, please get rid of it. I just want to use the stock to cook this stew. Now we're going to proceed to add in our onions, season with some salt, and after 20 to 30 minutes we are going to take out our meat because we do not want it to overcook. Proceed to take out your meat and slice into bits just like this. If you want larger sizes, then you can do that. Remember our meat stock. We are going to proceed to add our blended tomatoes to our meat stock so it can cook. This is so that the meat flavor can be enhanced in our stew. Adding your tin tomatoes to your stew so it cooks at once. Trust me when I say this is one of the many short methods you can use to cook your stew faster. So you're just going to give this a good stir. Try to mix the tomato paste in the pot properly so it cooks properly. After mixing properly, we are going to proceed to cover our pot and let this boil for 30 minutes until the water gets dry and the tomato stops tasting sour. After 30 minutes, this is what we have. We are going to taste it if it still needs further cooking, and of course it does because it still has some water in it. We are going to let it cook further until it has no sour taste, and then set it aside. For our very last process, we are going to proceed to fry our meat, which is completely optional. If you do not want to fry your meat, then you can just add it to your stew and let it cook until the tomatoes get fully dry, and then you actually add in some oil. That is all. I love to fry my meat because I want it to taste like chicken. That's the reason why I fry my meat, so it actually tastes different in my mouth. So you're going to fry it until golden brown, just like this. Now proceed to add in some onions. This is for some flavor, and fry this for about 2 to 3 minutes until the onions becomes translucent. Proceed to add your cooked tomatoes to your meat and give it a good stir. As you can see, this already looks really good. Let your meat cook in your stew until the remaining water left in your stew gets dry. Finish by adding some oil and let it cook for 5 minutes. Here is our end result. This is our perfect meat stew or beef stew. Thank you guys for watching.